Hey, morning guys. This is the Ahn Rho Project, and it's Ahn Rho here. And so we're continuing off from the previous live stream. I'm not gonna go into much context. I'm just gonna say that introduction. I'm from now on going to make a live stream video, that a single video that I will save with a particular version of that introduction, and I will upload it, and I will reference that, and that way, the Ahn Rho Project and all the analogies, subseries, and the domains of life, as well as variables, explanations, stories, how many live streams going to have each live stream or however long it is, and what to expect, upcoming content, that's going to be all covered there. I'm just going to skip that because, until that time comes, we don't need it and it's not important. What's important is that we follow up from where we were from the previous live stream. Our project for me to solve my own personal problems and challenges. So right now, what do we have to do? We have in this live stream maybe about, I was continuing off of maybe what, four screenshots of, no, it's probably like another 10 screenshots, but there was a full SMS message of live streams of titles that never really got, of content really that I never covered on stream. So I'm just going to clear the backlog for the past 10 months of junk and ideas that honestly I've been stashing on my phone for no good reason, since I'm never actually going to hit on those eventually in any detail, and they're honestly not all that important. So moving on, we are just continuing from that. I will say that we also covered a little bit about the videos I had yesterday that were on my phone that I got rid of, and in addition to the fact that what else? Formatting, right? Formatting. So if you see the top right hand side right here, it says stay on track. That's the titles. Second live stream of today, right? So 3 times sync with XL and Dropbox SMS note. And I was just ending out the previous live stream by talking about how 3 of the messages on my Android phone is basically just what is it? Brain freeze. tasks, memos, and ideas. I would type that on top, and then just fill it up with whatever premeditated thoughts came to my mind that were worthwhile, and I would jot that down that way. Kind of like a note-taking system to capture your thoughts or emotions or particular ideas that you may have throughout the day that may or may not be able to be capitalized on say a project or a business. So that's that. Think of GTD David Allen, and that's all that is. So I ended off there, and we have some screenshots continuing off from, again, things I saved on my phone. Now I will show you, if I get rid of these 3 for now, that this is what I covered in the previous live stream, so you can see how the project works, administrative restart, and these are just a whole bunch of them that's just covered, in addition to one that's actually a duplicate, and that's this right here. So I'm going to actually take the leisurely time right now to just go ahead and delete all 3 of these screenshots from my phone, and at least remove it from the app right now, so that I can focus on what's really important, and that's this. So now we have the remaining, and there's only really 2 or so. So that's great, and we can just hop right onto that. So can't wait. We have the last screenshot of titles that I never got to. So it says mock co-op booklet and DIY craft. Okay, we have to get up because it's actually in the room. If you see over there, move it to the side. Let's get up. Get the fuck up. We see here, that's region E, and that is the book that I made at work when I was on this I was trying to solve a lot of my issues and trying to grow and improve. Underneath is also a bag, so that's what it's referring to. There's that co-op bag, not co-op, sorry, book. It's not really co-op. That's why I have these, and then as well down there, that times bag. All right. That's what it's referring to. I need to clear that shit out, because if I'm gonna resign, and that's a class 4 item, that book, I gotta scan everything electronically, and then resign. And then the class 2 item is that bag, because that's from my guardians, which again, domestic household issues. So my responsibility, my fault. Gotta fix that up. Get rid of stuff that makes me insecure, and That's the only way to solve your problems. Just confront it. Don't be a pussy. Pussy. So that's a class 2 item and a class 4 item, which I gotta get rid of once I'm done with it. Yeah, with that being said, that's the top left. Next one, resumption of IC. ICSS stands for Item Catalog Subseries, which at that time was very important for me because, let's take a look, 21.2%. That must have been about half a year ago. I was clearing so much junk from my room. If you take a look at my channel, you'll know. Like, if you go 2 years back, oh, fucking hell, this room was disgusting. Like, Jesus. And we still gotta cover some stuff here, by the way, at the end of the live stream. So, that's the office region. That's why you see in the title, it says something about office health. It doesn't really make much sense. It doesn't really matter. It's just a title. Alright, so continuing off, we have at the very bottom left. I'm gonna try and maximize that so I can see that shit. It says new series, painful recitals. This was really bad. At the time, I was hypersensitive. I was very, very oversensitive. You might argue that right now I'm super insensitive, and that can be a problem too. You don't want to be an asshole who cares about nobody, but you also don't want to be a hypersensitive, oversensitive person who's just, you know, a fragile little pissy snowflake kind of bitch, whiny, complainy, that kind of. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but the point is, back then I was definitely oversensitive to a lot of things, very anxious, and it had a oh my god, I don't want to go into it because there's no point. We can't cover it in this kind of live stream, and there's not much use of that anyways. The whole idea is that basically back then, I had really definitely I had so much doubt in my mind because that was beaten into me from, you know, decades of just, you know, it just gets beaten into you from especially if you can't escape your situation. And that's just, you know, that's what happens when domestic issues happen like that. The point is basically, I unfortunately allowed that to seep into my workplace, and I severely hurt one of my colleagues because I would keep apologizing for things that he never ever thought about me. He just saw me in a positive light, and I must have caused so much problems for him. I know I have, and I tried to distance from him even though he kept trying to reach out to me. And it was very sad. You know, it's very sad. Because of that, I burnt down our relationship, and in terms of just, you know, he was a brother to me, and I hurt him so bad. Really sad. Anyways, the point is, you know, you had painful recitals. So at that time, I was like trying to recite certain things. You know, what I thought I should say to him to make sure he feel better. It's so stupid. You don't need to say shit. You ain't done nothing to him. You know, but that's that. So that's what that was all about. Work lessons, learning how to trust people. Realizing that in my household, nobody trusted each other. That's why there was so much lies, manipulation, deceit, screaming, kicking, beatings, lashing out, threats of divorce, threats to disown you. Like, it was all fucking mayhem. So, anyways, that's that. And unfortunately, I hurt my colleague. I'm really sorry about that, and I can't do anything to change that. I can only move forward and try to improve and make things better eventually one day. Okay, that's my fault. Moving on, my responsibility. Trust and priorities. So again, more stuff. Now this is a more positive take on the workplace. So I was learning how to trust people, obviously trust issues. Priorities, being positive, trying to be a more positive person in general. Very difficult for me at the time, still is now. It's not something I can write off because, again, almost 30 years of behaviors that it turns out that no matter how hard I tried to escape it and try to do the exact opposite of what my guardians did, I guess I internalized it. You just can't live with someone for that long and not have that. If it happens on like an hourly, daily basis, you just can't avoid it. So I guess, yeah, I was trying to learn how to be charitable and positive. Anyways, and then so bad. So that was not so bad. You can tell the negativity was seeping out. Like I said, the Ahn Rho Project covers the good, the bad, and the ugly. And at that time, you know, I was just having one of those nasty ass days where, you know, got to take 3 buses, was late on every single one, dragging my feet in a blizzard, and then my colleagues, you know, felt like I had betrayed them or whatever, nonsense. And then it was just also a lot of me getting worried about nothing. It's just my fucking fault every single time, you know, all that kind of jazz. And it was really negative day, awful, and just life, you know, just me trying to condition myself to say, listen, life is cruel, it is unjust, deal with it, suck it up. And that's what that stream was. It was just me trying to vent out my emotions so I could get about my day. And yeah, so there was another stream like that. So well, okay, we're done that. So you can see I'm gonna minimize that. Great. And shit, it wasn't too long ago. Okay, move that to the side, and we have this. So what you can tell is now I've taken all that messages of these live streams that never came to be, or they already were made, and I for some reason saved it on my phone and didn't really get rid of it. So now I've condensed it, I've copied it, pasted it over to Dropbox, which is you see right there, and I've now just taken, I've splintered up each of the topics. Let's say mock co-op booklet, you can see that I split it up from the DIY craft and split it up from title, and I broke them down into task actions. The most important thing really is how much I can get done and what is the most efficient way to clarify what needs to get done. Let's say you say laundry. What the fuck does that mean? You don't even know what laundry means. It means wash your clothes, dry clothes, fold the tops, whatever. Make sure it's turned into an actionable, executable set of instructions. Okay, and then you can prioritize everything. If you just have it like this, it's a fucking mess and you'll never get it done. So that's on the right hand side now. I just broken it down like that, and in fact I'm going to show you how I've broken it down. So you can see, listing it down 15, this is not organized. I just did this on the fly, just half an hour before the stream. And you can see I'm going to get rid of that, and you will see, fuck, I got rid of the wrong one. Look, all of them have just been sort of listed down in numerical order, not in particular the right orders, but just like that. So I have saved this on Dropbox, and now I have deleted it from my phone, and I have a lot of space now. I'm a very happy guy now. Clutter free, super amazing, super happy. Alright, so you see on the very, okay. So we already covered these on the previous live stream, right before they were organized, but on the very bottom left-hand side, you see there's a little bit of stuff we still have to cover. So it says quick up 3 messages, 3 things. Yeah, I already did that. So number 2, oh, no, I did already. Shit, that's amazing. It's great. It's done. Alright, moving on. So what do we have to do next? It actually says in the title, Excel. So I'm gonna pull out. Okay, so right here, this is my laptop, right? So I'm going to pull up the task. So this is my Excel spreadsheet it's a work in progress, WIP. And oh man, there's at least 60 tasks here, 34 plus another 66 that I should run through over the next couple days or so. So we're going to cover this tomorrow morning. What's the most highest priority right now? Obviously, I need to get to work, but before we get that, I have to take all this stuff here and just get it done. So we have a minute left. We have this fruity twist thing, and I'm going to bring this to work. Unfortunately, I started drinking it beforehand because I was pissed off that I'm late again today. So I mean, so it's better than yesterday, but it's not really that much better. So I'm put this in that work bag. Turn to the side here, we have the supplements from Uzan Health Sciences, which again I am taking, and as well as I am a part of. So I'll take these. I took a week's worth from the region C, C1, C5, C1, C2, and now I have restocked for the week. So next week I'll be ready with my supplements once again. And as for this, these are today's supplements. So I'm gonna take this bottle and these supplements, move it over here, and I'll put it inside the bag that I'm bringing to work. Last thing here, we have some shitty garbage here, and that's that. I should also mention there's a little plan here that I'm going to go and cash out on my commission for something. I don't know if I have time. I'm going to try to do that before I go to work. Maybe also buy dinner as well. Yeah, or a bowl. Anyways, that's it. I got only about 10 seconds left, so take care of yourself. Make sure that you become a strong, disciplined blah-de-da, and I hope to see a better version of you as well as myself in the next live stream. My hypothetical viewers. Ciao.